As we head into the final week of May and into the final month of the second quarter of 2025, the de-dollarization super trend, Trump's tariffs 2.0, the AI revolution, the central bank policy trap, and deglobalization and return to protectionism, they have firmly positioned themselves as the five biggest and most profitable macro themes driving the financial markets right now. This in return is whipping up an explosive money-making storm, or what many are calling the greatest wealth transfer in history. What we are witnessing right now, it is nothing short of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that has the potential to make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. That's exactly why a long list of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Bank of America, they have dubbed the current economic climate as the golden age of trading. So far this year, no asset class has captivated traders' attention quite like gold, and there's a good reason why. A deep shift is unfolding in the global financial markets as the world's most powerful institutions, sovereign wealth funds, and central banks, they accelerate their retreat from US Treasuries and rotate into gold at a record-breaking pace, raising profound questions about the future of the global financial order. This exodus, driven by structural debt concerns and a loss of faith in fiat stability, that has sent gold prices surging to new record highs of $3,500 an ounce, with analysts at JP Morgan, UBS, and Citi now forecasting a potential run towards $6,000 by the end of President Trump's second term, as the safe haven trend of the decade continues to gain massive momentum. What is unfolding right now, according to the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, it's not just another cyclical rotation. It is something far deeper and possibly irreversible. Bond markets globally, they have endured several sharp corrections over the past 2 decades, but this one is different, and it's not inflation or a Fed shock. Real yields are rising, not just nominal ones. The US Federal Reserve is no longer raising rates, but is quietly shrinking its balance sheet. Meanwhile, the US Treasury, it is flooding the markets with long-dated debt at a time when foreign buyers from Beijing to Europe, they are stepping back. The US is running wartime-sized deficits in peacetime. The US bond market, that used to be an anchor of the global financial system, not anymore. Once hailed as the ultimate safe haven, the 26 trillion US Treasury market, that is now at the center of mounting global debate. Will the bond market be the next black swan or the trigger of the next global financial crisis? Only time will tell. However, one thing we do know for certain is that alarm bells are ringing and gold is listening. Conclusive evidence that shows we are witnessing a fundamental repricing. Gold is firmly cementing its status as the only safe haven the world trusts, one that doesn't come with a central bank, a deficit, or a downgrade risk. There's no denying that the age of debt, that is cracking, and the age of gold is beginning. The 30-year Treasury yield, that briefly topped 5.1% this month. It's the highest in nearly 2 decades. Yields are rising, not because of growth or optimism, but because trust is fading. And once trust goes, it doesn't come back easily. Meanwhile, global debt, that has soared past 315 trillion. US interest payments alone, they now exceed 1 trillion annually, surpassing defense spending for the first time in history. BRICS nations, they're accelerating the de-dollarization super trend, and across Europe and Japan, central banks have become the largest buyers of their own sovereign debt. The implications, they are staggering. US Treasuries, they underpin collateral systems, serve as global central bank reserves, and remain the reference point for pricing trillions in assets. A systematic loss of confidence that could fracture the core of the current financial system. We've seen it before, and the pattern is always the same. Excessive debts, monetary debasement, political dysfunction, and then the collapse. The only difference now is scale. As fiscal uncertainty deepens and the global monetary order fragments, gold appears to be reclaiming its throne, not as a relic of the past, but as the cornerstone of a new financial reality. For the first time in decades, gold is not just outperforming bonds, it is replacing them. Whichever way you look at it, one thing is clear: the greatest wealth transfer in history, that is happening right now. It's times like these that make millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. There's a long list of traders that completely missed out of three of the previous greatest wealth transfers in history. That includes the 1987 stock market crash, the 2008 global financial crisis, and more recently, the pandemic in 2020. The ones that saw the opportunity, knew how to capitalize, they accumulated life-changing wealth. Once again, we find ourselves at the forefront of one of the biggest wealth creation opportunities of all time. This explosive cocktail of macro events and market-moving themes that we're witnessing unfold in 2025, that now presents the fourth greatest wealth transfer of our lifetimes. More millionaires and billionaires, they will be made this time round than ever before. That's exactly why a long list of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Bank of America, they have dubbed the current economic climate as the golden age of trading. Extraordinary times, they create extraordinary opportunities. Right now, as traders, we're living in some of the most exciting and rewarding times ever in history. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. Right now, you have an opportunity to make 2025 your biggest and best yet, which, based on our research, it is going to be another blockbuster year due to all the current macroeconomic events that are unfolding. Definitely do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months from now. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we're consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we have transparently documented through our weekly videos. If you're trading at 1 lot, that's $100,000. If you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. As you can see from our testimonials, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They have already made in excess of 6, 7, 8-figure returns, and we're only in May. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading opportunities so far this year, but you still want to make 2025 your best ever, go to jointhegoldensilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Time, it is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. So with that, let's move over to the charts. We'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we go into a new week. So firstly, as discussed with you last week, platinum prices, they broke out 10% last week. We took the opportunity on palladium last week to lock in over 5,000 points profit and platinum to lock in over 6,000 points profit, banking 11,000 points profit in total over those positions. This was comprised of 5 positions on platinum. We have banked the entire trade. Now, of course, we snipe it into platinum all the way back here at the beginning of April on Liberation Day when prices shot down sub $900 per ounce. We stacked multiple positions on this market. The rest is history. We hit 1,100 US dollars per ounce last week on platinum. We identified this trade with you. We talked you through it in detail just this time last week, that if we start getting that breakout back above the price swing highs, we're going to look to start scaling out. That's exactly what happened here on platinum. So we booked a windfall amount of profit with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club. I hope you've also crushed it on this market. It has been a massive move. Platinum prices, in fact, over May so far, they're up over 12%. Alongside that, palladium also gifted us a windfall amount of profit. We've had the massive breakout in the last week here. So again, if you look at the lows to high here from the Liberation Day, we've broken out over 1,500 points to the upside. We took the opportunity to scale out of 6 trades here on palladium as well. Both of these markets offering fantastic opportunities last week on the break back towards the previous swing high to lock in more profits. Now, WTI crude oil still remains up over 10% from the lows here that were tested at the beginning of May. We're holding holding above 61 US dollars per barrel, still continuing to be a range-bound market. I wouldn't be surprised to see more range-bound price action here as we get into the end of the month, but ultimately we're looking for higher prices as we move into the summer driving season for WTI crude oil. Then moving over to gold, as discussed previously, we maintain our core position on this market. If we do get another breakout back above the price swing highs, we move into price discovery. This is where we're going to be moving towards our profit target on gold. Previously, we banked our silver trade here for $33 per ounce, over a $10 move that we caught on this market. So if we can get further acceleration and follow through here on gold, very simply, we're looking to bank that trade. Finally, just be aware, if we were gifted the opportunity with gold and silver, platinum and palladium coming back for a revisit of their price swing lows, this is of course also going to offer a massive opportunity to reload on these markets. And of course, whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions. Most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven, and artificial intelligence-powered approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it is not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and cutting-edge artificial intelligence insights to make confident decisions with accuracy and precision. There is a huge gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis, gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% into the top 1% who are actually crushing it, making 6, 7, 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional artificial intelligence driven approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money and effort. You'll have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis, outdated technical indicators, they won't work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, the odds are already stacked up massively against you. If you want to change your results, you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive, data-driven, and artificial intelligence-powered approach that is never taught to retail traders, only reserved for professional traders in the banks and hedge funds with access to powerful game-changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds, where they're buying and selling in real time, further compound that with the key liquidity zones so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision. Combine that with the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycles and intermarket correlations. Then you need to join our mentorship program. Right now, we're in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation that we have seen. If you want to upgrade your income, you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time, it is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders, take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private Members Academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application. We will get in touch ASAP.